set it up yet. I guess we're live. Hi. Welcome. You guys have to let me know about the music if it's too loud or whatever. Just set my camera up when I hit the wrong button. Anyways, welcome. How you doing? It's me, Zen. Let us discuss. This will be probably a quick show because it was on my mind. I know I said it was going to be at 2:20, but I got here a little early, which is uncommon. Usually I'm late to my own shows. And this one I wanted to do on, I believe the title of this one was how people have a bias towards one small type of media, like their inputs of media, what they consume from media, why and how they put any type of faith, or I mean, putting faith in something is ridiculous as far as the media goes. They put faith in them to provide them with information.
In today's world of always planning, box checking, and now back-to-back.
Let's do this. How people decide to put any degree of trust into these corporations, which is wild beyond what you can conceive of. Because when you start the whole narrative, it's narrative wars is what we're in. It's a bunch of different narratives. And it's more than two sides to a narrative right now, but there's always two strong sides, and I like to triangulate that and piss off the two other sides, and then make a bunch more on. But here's what people need to understand about the narratives that are being pushed. The narratives are pushed by corporate entities. And again, a corpse is a dead entity and has no interest in your health, your well-being, or who you are, or anything about you. It can't. It doesn't. It's literally in its own, like, once you own a corporation, and then all of a sudden you got stocks and bonds and blah, 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 and it's a for-profit company, it's all about the money. It always is. Their products are not there for you. And people think of media as some sort of, you have to see it as a product, and the product that they're selling is information, and that information is to get you to buy another product. How can you believe in that? How can you find a way to believe in the narrative that's being sold to you? It's being peddled to you. It appears that it's free. It's like, what do you think? There's a free puppy? Puppy isn't free. If you think something's free, then you are the product most of the time. Or, the free that they give you is to encourage you to purchase something else. So we're engaged in, at all times, a narrative war on what are they trying to get you to consume? First the information, and then perhaps an actual physical product. Certainly they're trying to get you to persuade you into their way of thinking, their line of thinking, logical or not. It doesn't really matter if there's any logic to it whatsoever. But somehow people do not give enough credence to the reality that the information that they're being peddled and provided is for the businesses that are part of that, for their benefit, not for yours. So when you see on TV, people are saying, "Oh, it's for us. We're doing this for the United States, the blah blah." It's like saying Ford is doing this for Ford, the company. It's no different. The company that's selling you something is doing it for their bottom line, not for you. How many products do you think out there are truly for your health? It's a small number. Small number of things are out there for your mental, physical, or spiritual health. So everybody gets caught up in the narratives. There's so many narratives. And then but beyond the narrative that you hear through the television screen or through whatever you're watching on YouTube's or whatever else, then you have to deal with the people that are ingesting that and spewing that out afterwards. So the mainstream gives the secondary system something to say and repeat, and that funnels into the teachers and the preachers, and that funnels into the parents and into the children. I mean, this is cycle happens all the time, and then you have to listen to those people around you just parrot the same thing. And half of the time, well, that's an understatement. Half of the time, 90% of the time, it's completely moronic and ignorant, and it's not helpful to you or to the person saying it, yet they believe it. So I would suggest people become more in tune with, I don't know, perhaps your gut feeling, your instincts, perhaps your senses. You were born with them for a reason. You get your eyeballs and your ears, and your smell and your taste. You've got your sixth sense that even works. And I've told people before, it's difficult for a lot of people to trust their gut because their gut is so full of parasites and so full of garbage that they're not listening to it. They're listening to the parasites that are controlling them, their mind, their belly. I mean, it leaks its way through, saying, like, you gotta know better. Like, people that go to McDonald's, like, the truth is, they know it's not good for them, but they'll do it anyways. But they know. So that leak, that gut instinct is going, hey, I'm gonna pay for this later. But they'll happily take the chemical, you realize the way that McDonald's, they have scientists, right? That they know the chemicals that are going into the soda and the chemicals in the burger and what's going on with the fries, and that cocktail of chemicals is causing a certain response in the body and the brain. Much like that mouse that would hit the button for pleasure receptor. And as soon as they start to shorten the span of how quickly you need the pleasure to get that serotonin back up. This is what people do. And in the interim, what's providing them with instructions is the whole narrative, how to seek pleasure and how to avoid pain. It's the fear cycle of fear and consumption. This is simple stuff. I don't know how people. If you've been to 1 year of college, you probably know this. If you took any business classes, you know this, even in high school. Fear and consumption is a simple game that's been played forever. And how people don't understand and see that play out on a regular basis in their life is weird to me. Everything that you think you're consuming because it might be good for you is generally because not doing it could be bad. Do this or it's something bad. So fear something. And then here we have the solution. It's packaged up in a lot of different ways. You can call it by any words you want. Problem, reaction, solution, fear and consumption. There's lots of ways to name it. But again and again, it's always controlled by a narrative that has your best interest way back there. It's not for you. Someone's selling you something, it's always their best interest over yours. Always. Unless, of course, you're outside of what you call profit institutions that rely on leveraging resources and finances and power, which is infrequently occurs in any system. So, yeah, I'll just leave this here. This will be a little hello. How's everybody doing? I'll keep this one short because I have a couple more I want to do today, and I figured I'd spice up a couple 10-minute thoughts that I had rather than doing hour-long shows with you guys, or 2-hour-long shows. And I will be back on later. It's good to see everybody. Take care. Be well. Be yourself. Be weird. Help out where you can, and take care of yourself first. That is primus, the modus operandi, the primordial thing you need to do. Prime code of reality. Take care of yourself. And if you got a little extra, feel free. Cash App, PayPal, donations, and stuff like that. It's in the box beneath. TsarXen. That's me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay goofy.